I do feel like this is our sport. We're very talented at staying cool. We know how to do it around here, but you forget how hot it is until you step outside. It hits you like a wall.
I feel so sorry for my air conditioner.
I know.
I really do.
You walk outside, you hear it working overtime, you just say, please keep going. You
Yes,
can do this.
exactly.
Come on, come on.
Give it a little pep talk, especially after, like you mentioned, that power outage last go round during Memorial Day. So, of course, right now, we need everything in overdrive as far as energy and our utilities. We continue with feels like temperatures in the triple digits across the area. It's a gorgeous view from our rooftop here at WWL of not only downtown, but also the French Quarter. Lots of sunshine. We did have a couple quick passing storms within the last 2 hours. Most of those now coming to an end. But everyone has been close to 100, if not above the 100-degree feels like mark since noon earlier today. And it's the first official day of summer. Not tough to believe when you step outside. Right now, across the North Shore, everyone in the 90s. Actual temperatures somewhere between the low and mid 90s. On the South Shore, we see the upper 80s to mid 90s, but it feels more like the triple digits, somewhere between 100 and 106. So, as we've mentioned, make sure while under this heat advisory through 7 p.m. you're staying inside, and if you're not able to and you must be outside, you're drinking plenty of water and getting in the shade whenever possible as well. We'll continue with just a few additional potential storms as we head into the afternoon and evening time frame, not only tomorrow, but also Sunday. A ridge of high pressure is over the area, and that's keeping us with the heat locked in place for at least the next couple of days. So right now, just a couple quick passing showers left off to the western portion of the viewing area and then down toward the coastline as well. We see those just south of Des Allemands and then over towards Thibodaux, just south of Chack Bay. But otherwise, most spots are drying out, and we'll continue to watch our 90s become 80s as we head into the overnight time frame. Those 80s eventually 70s, and then once again we hit the reset for tomorrow. So happy first day of summer. I hope you've gotten a snowball or maybe some of the froyo, whatever it takes to cool down, air conditioning your tummy, and we'll continue with the less widespread rain for the next 48 hours at least. The good news is, as we approach the end of June, we should be quiet in the tropics as well. So precision cast not showing any major concern for heavy downpours into tomorrow. If we are to see anything, it'll likely be concentrated along the Mississippi and Louisiana coastline, and then we'll head into the afternoon with the possibility of some daytime heating driving those storms across the area. Same thing for Sunday. So overall, a pretty quiet forecast. As you can see, a lot of that dry air showing up on the water vapor imagery is setting up right over Louisiana and Texas, not to mention Mississippi. So we're going to continue with this as a trend across the entire region, and you'll notice that heat dome as it builds in not only tomorrow, but sticks around Sunday and then eventually pulls a little bit further east as we approach the start of next week. So temperatures will be consistent not just here, but across much of the country, and you'll see these not only heat advisories, but extreme heat warnings all the way up into the northeast. So New York dealing with this, as we just mentioned, same thing across a number of states beyond just Louisiana. Tomorrow, our highs will be very similar in the 90 to 95 degree range again. So we're copying and pasting that forecast for the heat index values between 105 and 110 as well, which means we'll probably see yet another heat advisory issued. But 30% rain chances with us for the foreseeable future, so just a typical summer-like pattern settling in. And here's all the Saharan dust that's keeping the tropics at bay in the Atlantic. So yesterday we said goodbye to Eric in the Pacific, but still no concern for any tropical developments over the next week. Otherwise in the Gulf. Here's your 7-day forecast. It looks pretty nice, all things considered. We'll take it as long as we don't have any tropical activity brewing, right? Temperatures topping out in the mid-90s both tomorrow and Sunday, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water, and we'll continue with a similar forecast and lower rain chances into the rest of the week as well. Also thinking about the Tigers up there in Omaha. I know it is just as hot, so if you may be making the trip last minute, make sure you prepare accordingly.